so looking at this bottom half, we have PQRS has a transformation and results in KLMN. Now what that means is this is some type of four-sided shape. Could be a rectangle, could be a square, we don't know. But they did something to it, okay? And it says that when we renamed it, instead of saying PQRS prime, they just changed the letters to KLMN, which you can do either or. But order matters. So if P is in the first position, then that's the same as K being in the first position. So P is the same as K. So P is congruent to K, because the angles don't ever change. So Q is the same as what? Q is the same as the second position, which is L. They're both in the second place, right? So Q is congruent to L. R is in the third position, and over here, M is in the third position. So R is congruent to what? M. And finally, we have S is in the fourth position. So S is congruent to N. So just order matters. That's the whole point of that. Okay, so now it says a transformation occurred to produce a shape that should say is congruent. What rigid transformation? If it's rigid, it means it's one of these four that's at the top, could have happened. Okay, if it stays congruent, okay, which ones could have happened? So look at your four things up at the top. Which ones are all congruent? Which of these, translation, rotation, reflection, dilation, are congruent in the very end? Yeah, these three. Translation, rotation, reflection all remain congruent. So it could be any one of those. So that's what we need to write. It could have been a translation, reflection, or rotation. Could have been any one of those. We don't know which one unless they give us more information. Okay? But this last question says, which one could not have happened? Which one's the only one that couldn't have happened if it stays congruent? Dilation. And now they're asking us why. Why is it that the dilation could not have happened? It's not congruent. Okay, so because the size changed, and it can only be similar at that point if it's a dilation. Dilations cannot be congruent.